What's up? You are back to IT. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things I would have done looking back trying to become a data analyst. Someone sent me an email and asked me a really good question, and I figured I would get on here and answer the question on here because there are probably many other people who are having the same question on how I got started. This person sent the email based on seeing my portfolio. So I'm going to put a link of my portfolio in the description box. I'm also going to end up doing a video on my portfolio. To be honest, I ain't gonna say that, but I was gonna say that I really didn't think the portfolio was all of that when I put it together. I just thought I was just showing what I knew how to do, but I'm gonna go into it and show you how simple it is and how you can do the same thing. The first thing would be, I wouldn't have been so resistant to even being a data analyst. So let me start by saying I wanted to be a data engineer. That's what I wanted to do. And I was so set on doing that I was learning data engineering before I started learning data analytics. And because I didn't have a technical background, I was told that I needed to pursue data analytics, that it would be the best thing for me to get into, or the easiest thing for me to really get into. So I was really resistant to that for a while. So I spent a lot of time studying data engineering things, and I know more about data engineering, to be honest with you. I spent more time learning those things and not even giving data analytics a chance until I bought a book about data analytics and started really getting into it and realizing that it was actually a cool career as well. So I wouldn't have been so resistant to the idea of being a data analyst in the first place. Number 2, I would have created, looking back, I would have created a solid study plan and stuck to it. I was still in this resistant phase for a while. So I was still kind of toggling and learning data analytics with data engineering. So the time that I'm learning data engineering was taken away from the analytics. So I don't think my study plan was as solid as it could have been. And I think that I could have saved myself a lot of time with this. Number 3, I wish I had started working on my portfolio as I was learning. I think then I wouldn't have been piecing things together and trying to figure out at the tail end how I'm going to put this together, which is what I did. I didn't create my portfolio until the end of September. And I procrastinated on that because I said for months I needed to create a portfolio. And to be honest with you, that portfolio has gotten me lots of interviews. So once I saw that, I'm like, dang, I should have did that in the beginning. So that is 3. Number 4, I wish I had stuck with SQL and Python consistently together. I had someone who told me to work on SQL, forget everything else. Don't work on nothing but SQL, just work on SQL. And I just wish that I would learn them together. No matter how long it took me, no matter how confusing things got with one of them over the other, I just wish I had learned them together, because what I did was I would focus on SQL for a while, put that down, and then focus on Python. And each one that I would put down, I would go, when I would return to it, I would forget a lot of the basic stuff that I'd learned. So it was just, I'm not gonna even kid you, I burned up a lot of time through my process. Do not follow my process. Take my passion. If you want to take something away from what I do, take my passion and take how I'm being creative about making things happen. But don't follow this path that I took on. Just take things, you need some structure. You need to be able to sit down and be structured with it. Another thing, which is like, I would say, okay, this is really important. I would have focused more. Now, I bought a data analytics book, and even this book didn't focus a whole lot on extracting data from columns and things like that. Spend a lot of time learning how to extract data from columns. A good column to do this with is the address. You should know how to extract those numbers out of the address field. And I mean the numbers before your street. Practice extracting just the numbers. Practice extracting just the word drive or trail out of your address into a new column. Because a lot of companies' data is so messed up. They need people who can do that dirty work. And that's work that a lot of people don't want to do because it's not pretty. And I think also a lot of people don't want to do that work because they don't know how. That was one of my questions that I got in a technical interview, and I couldn't answer that question. I couldn't figure it out. Today, which is just a week later, I know how to do it. I know a lot about extracting data now. So if I was talking to somebody new and they wanted to know specific things to study while trying to pursue any field of data, I would definitely tell them, spend some time on learning how to extract. There's a select statement for extract. There's a substring. There's several ways to extract data. You can use regular expressions. You need to learn all of those ways. You need to know how to extract if you have a date of birth, you need to know how to extract just the year, just the day, just the month. Even learn how to take a number month, as in 05, and convert it to the word May. Things like that. You need to really know how to do the grimy, unsexy work of data. You need to learn that. So I think that's 5. That's all I have for you. So those are my 5 things that I would do looking back on, things that I would do different to prevent myself from wasting so much time. I think I would have been where I am now much sooner. Okay. So I post my videos Saturdays, 12 p.m., Sundays, 12 p.m. If you like the content that I'm bringing, please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and post a comment in the box below. If you have some ideas of some content or something that you would like to see on this channel, let me know in the box below, all right? Till next time, peace.